Alright, hello everybody. Um, if this is your first time visiting this channel, I do suggest to go back and see the previous videos as where you provide the story from the beginning and sort of give you a bit of a backstory of the reasoning why we use the mods that we do and the experience that we aim to provide. But if you are a returning viewer, welcome back, and we are going to continue this story.
I just can't help but stare at Lord Guan Yu's magnificent beard.
Alright, where were we? Right, so at this point we are trying to build relationships with the
Things have gotten so much better around here that you can hardly recognize them.
And I can't even hear myself. So yes, we are here trying to build relationships with the three different factions. Colors on the left, as you can see, blue, red, and green. I'm, as you probably can tell, I'm yielding more towards Sun Tzu's forces, and I like the concept of family and all that kind of stuff. So you know, fighting for that is definitely important. But at the same time, I do see Liu Bei's the green flag is a noble cause to fight too. So at some point we will have to choose between two of the lords that we are helping to fight behind to become the next emperor, I suppose. It's gonna be a tough choice, but anyway, let's just go back to the story now. Hope you enjoy.
I think we may be able to consider ourselves blessed just to have a little land to till. They say Lord Cao Cao and Yuan... Things are going well enough around here. It helps to have... I just can't help but stare at Lord Guan Yu's magnificent beard.
Ah, what perfect timing! Hey, would you like to join me for a meal? A nearby village gave me some quality meat. You're always such good company. Okay, shall we also ask my brothers?
Excuse me, you two. I am Tai Shitsu of Donglai. I take it you serve the governor of Pingyuan. Would you be able to secure an audience for me?
So, Governor Kongrong of Beihai needs our help. I see. I understand the situation. Still, an attack by the remnants of the Yellow Turbans. This is not a simple problem to solve.
Lord Liu Bei, you're renowned for your kindness. I could think of no one more likely to help Lord Kongrong.
We have only just come back from aiding Lord Gongsun Zan. We need time to recover. If we mobilized immediately, we would suffer severe losses. And then we might struggle to defend our own land.
There's reason to that. However, you would discard all compassion when faced with logic.
And if I said I would.
Well then, Lord Kongzhong and the others are doomed to die. I came to Pingyuan believing that you were a man of virtue. Sadly, I seem to have been mistaken.
I'm sorry. It was cruel of me to test you like that. We shall go to Lord Kongzhong's aid, and ensure no harm comes to him.
But you were right. There is no benefit to you in this. You will go regardless.
You misunderstand me. It is precisely because there is no gain to be had that we will go. I raised this army to help those in need. I have no intention of turning away from that goal. Is that not itself a reward?
You're an interesting man. You have impressed me, Lord Liu Bei. I feel assured that Lord Kongzhong will be safe.
In spite of his looks, Lord Zhang Fei is actually really easy to get along with.
Quite the selection, wouldn't you say, my lady? We only sell quality goods. How about something to take home?
My, these are really lovely. But I don't have any money on me, since I've been separated from my maid. Excuse me, might you be willing to pay for this for me? Well, I have a feeling you'll be sympathetic to my circumstances if I explain myself to you.
My lady, this area isn't exactly dangerous, but I don't advise walking alone. It'd be best to rely on him for help. He's a renowned warrior in these parts.
Oh, is that right? Then it seems my impression was not mistaken. Would you be so kind as to escort me then? I promise to give you a reward once I'm home safely. I'm grateful for your help. Now let's set off. I'm truly grateful for you today. That was my first time fully exploring the town. Oh, very much so. It truly feels like a stroke of luck to have met you. I am so very glad that I snuck out of our residence. Yes, it's as you suspect. I lied about being separated from my maid. I am from a widely respected family that has held high office in the county for generations. I was raised to be elegant and cultured, that I may be worthy of marrying a man from the prestigious Yuan family. I am much like a bird trapped in a cage. I have been given wings that are beautifully adorned, but they are not for me to take flight into the world with. The land is vast, with so much to see and so much to adore. And yet, when I marry into the Yuan family, I will be in another cage, only more lavish than the one I am in now. That is why I wanted to fly with my own wings before that happens. I suppose I ended up deceiving you, For that, I am sorry. I am grateful for your kindness. Today was special, as I could experience what lies beyond our residence. There were so many new things I was able to do with you. I will treasure them for the rest of my life.
The castle's imposing visage is the only thing.
It's you. I hardly expected to meet you in a place like this. Don't think I've forgotten your brazen behavior in the last battle. Don't try to act so modest. I'd never forget such a fascinating display. Clearly, you've got some pluck. Tenacious in mind and body, unlike the feeble fodder I usually encounter on the battlefield. Who in the world are you? Where did you achieve such strength? One would think you speak of someone else. I suppose it's better than the louts who make a spectacle of their efforts. You must have seen your fair share of combat. A single battle is worth scores of training sessions. You've caught my attention, at the very least. If nothing else, you'd best remember this. Those who master strength stand above all and have the right to claim everything as their own. I am known throughout the world as the strongest. Everything under heaven is mine for the taking. And you are akin to the dirt between my fingertips. Do you grasp my meaning? That's no skin off my nose. Still, if you end up in my sights, I'm sure I'll feel the need to take you down. Not that I would relish the undertaking. Besting you would be a troublesome task, indeed. I've said all I want to say. I'm leaving. Next we meet, try and show me strength that dominates all else. Go on, surprise me, if you can. You there?
I need to keep death at bay just a little longer, even if only to watch my grandchildren grow.
When I grow up, I'll learn to wield a weapon.
Shall we start?
Good.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I am in your debt.
Time for Cheng Fei of Yan to make an appearance!
I'm counting on you.
The enemy encirclement is solid. It won't be easy to break through.
Counting on
We'll
you.
just take them out bit by bit.
The enemy officer
Let's get
has been
started
defeated.
already.
Let's go.
Ah, I see you are a warrior of great bravery. Now, warriors of Ping Yuan, I must beg for your aid in rescuing Lord Kongzhong.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
As planned, we will head toward the castle from the west. As time is against us, we may need to force our way through.
I appreciate your
The
determination
enemy
to help.
officer has
Naturally,
been defeated.
I too will do everything I can to assist. Forward, march!
How did we get stuck with lookout duty? Shouldn't we be part of the siege too?
Apparently, someone broke through our encirclement. So we're supposed to watch out and make sure they
The
don't
enemy
bring help.
officer has been defeated.
Good.
The enemy
Our
officer
momentum has
has
returned.
been defeated.
Now to make use of it.
Get out of my way already! I'll take you down if you don't!
Zhang Fei is as threatening as always. His bellows alone might send the enemy running.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The pitiful
The enemy officer has been defeated.
the curtain draws near.
The enemy officer
defeated the enemy.
has been defeated.
Now then, let us begin our siege of the castle.
The enemy officer
Ready your weapons!
has been defeated.
How could I?
The one who
enemy
escaped seems to
officer
have brought
Has been
reinforcements.
defeated.
What a joke. They think they can defeat us with so few warriors? We will crush them along with their castle.
The enemy officer
Start the advance!
has been defeated.
I am an honorable man who has come to repay a debt. I will not kill unless I must. So stay out of my way.
A warrior who
The enemy
dedicates his
officer
talents to the
has
cause
been
of justice.
defeated.
This is a man after my own heart.
All right, raise the ladders. Get over the walls and overpower them.
Pitiful. Can't believe this.
The enemy officer
Trying to force
has
their
been
way
defeated.
in. We must stop them.
Ready? Target the castle gate! Shoot!
Push on! Push on! Overwhelm them with our
The enemy
superior
officer
numbers!
has been defeated.
We march at once!
Such great strength. I'm pulling back for now.
Let's go.
The gate won't last long like that. We'd better take that thing out, quick!
The encirclement has closed in. We must hurry and take them out.
You on this?
God damn it!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We're just getting started. I'll crush every single one of them.
Forward! I can't believe
Level
this.
your spears.
The enemy
Drive them
officer
back.
has been defeated.
Begin advancing.
This.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
So, this is the end. Lord Kongrong. I'm sorry.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Yeah.
All right. The guards here have been slain. Break down the gate!
We cannot fight them off any longer.
Yeah.
The ladders are up! Right here!
The enemy officer has been defeated. Damn it. The enemy officer isn't over yet. Has been defeated. I won't let them get inside.
Have I been bested?
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Good. It's time to send
The
in our
enemy
most
officer
hardened soldiers.
has been defeated.
We shall take this castle.
Start the advance.
Take this. Take this.
Good! We're in! Now, find the gate!
Come on!
And let
The
our
enemy
comrades
officer
through!
has been defeated.
Yeah.
The enemy has gotten inside. Lord Kongjong may be in danger. Lord Liu Bei, all of you, the enemy I officer beseech you to let me go inside.
Has been defeated.
I must save the man to whom I owe great debt.
Of course. Go. We'll take care of the rest of them.
Many thanks. You have my undying gratitude.
Ha! You're done!
I've proved I'm a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Have I been bested?
The castle
The enemy
gate
officer
appears to be
has been
under
defeated.
attack. I hope it can hold until reinforcements arrive.
Take this!
What do you mean they've all been destroyed? Okay, that ought to do it. Should make defending the gate a little easier.
Damn, we won't be able to hold them back!
Tai Shi Tzu, you came back. No one would have blamed you for abandoning us.
Yeah.
Surely you are joking. I've secured the assistance of Lord Liu Bei.
The curtain
Together, we will The smash
enemy
the
officer
foe.
has been defeated.
You did?
The enemy officer
I thank you.
has been defeated.
In that case, take my men with you.
Forward march!
The curtain draws.
Castle
The enemy
gate still
officer
holds.
has been defeated.
I'll have to smash it myself. Men, on me! Begin advancing.
We are dominating them. My troops do me proud.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
A little rash to be charging in alone for the sake of valor. Guess you want to die.
The enemy officer has been defeated. I am Tai Shi Tzu. With my own body, I will shield Lord Kongjong
The enemy
from
officer
harm.
has been defeated.
Not a single arrow shall reach the castle!
You, the Guardian of Peace. Why do you stand before me? I am only doing what you bid me to do. Yet you would punish me for it?
The enemy officer
I
has
don't
been
know
defeated.
what you're blathering on about.
You're good!
Could I?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Lord Zhengqiao, forgive me. I could not revive the Yellow Turbans.
Oh, you've taken down their leader. Once again, I thank you, brave warriors of Ping Yuan. The debt I owed has been repaid. Lord Liu Bei, please allow me to thank you once again. I will find a way to repay you.
There is no need. I told you, having helped is reward enough for me. I'm just glad that Lord Kongrong is safe.
In these troubled times, men like you are hard to come by. If it had to come to it, I was prepared to convince you more forcefully. But you made this decision yourself, and were true to your word. I see now why the people of Ping Yuan admire you so.
I'm not so great a man as you seem to believe. I've made foolish mistakes just like anyone else. I forget to think ahead and get transfixed by what's in front of me.
But it is that nature which has allowed you to save so many people. In any case, with this settled, I can now set off to Lord Liu Yao.
You don't intend to return to Lord Kongrong?
Lord Liu Yao is the one I serve now. I was on my way to him when I received word that Lord Kongjong, to whom I owe a great debt, was in danger. It was to repay that debt I sought to assist him.
I see. You are like me. You believe in duty.
You are too kind. I feel a little embarrassed hearing that from you, Lord Liu Bei. Now, I must depart. If we meet again someday, I hope we will do so as allies.
My brother left to go make a name for himself, and we haven't heard from him since.
Didn't expect to see a friendly face here. We haven't met since we fought together in Beihai. You looked busy, but I couldn't help myself. Do you mind if we talk? All right, spare me some time then. We couldn't have saved Lord Kongzhong without your help. I must thank you again. You left the greatest mark on the battlefield that day. I hope we can fight together again someday. But I wonder when that will be. I serve Lord Liu Yao now, but it seems he does not trust me. Well, because I am a new recruit. It is understandable. I have made somewhat of a name for myself on the battlefield, but I've yet to accomplish anything in his service. I will have to earn his respect, little by little. Eventually, he will trust me with more important tasks, and I will be rewarded accordingly. That is what I believe. Thank you for the kind words, and I'd like to repay you somehow too. That's it. I know just the thing. I have finished my tasks for today. Why don't we go get a bite to eat? And to better thank you for all that you've done, let this one be on me. Then it's settled. Don't let me catch you holding back just because it's on my coin. Now, let's get some food.
I need to keep death at bay just a little longer. The castle's imposing visit.
Lui Bu. He's every soldier's nightmare. His strength truly is that of a demon. Xiao Pei is far smaller than the price we shall pay in lost trade if we are defeated.
You want to know if I have any honey? I do, but you wouldn't be able to afford.
Stop stealing already. The reward doesn't merit the danger.
Food's wonderful at my place. We use the freshest fish after all. In spite of everything, here we are, alive.
Is there something...
Let's go.
Ow.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Pitiful
situation. The enemy officer
on the battlefield
has been defeated.
I must stop them myself. Begin advancing.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All those rumors about that mysterious beauty. We don't hear anything about her.
What do we have here?
Everyone said the capital would be safe, but just look at what happened.
I heard there's another big conflict over who
Lord
will
Cao
succeed.
Cao is the only one we can trust to let us live our lives in peace.
They say a mountain bandit's been snooping around here. He's super strong and quick to boot.
If I hear one more yay out of the people of Yay,
Things have gotten so much better around here that you can hardly...
I must say, I'm surprised that you were so willing to welcome a stranger like me. But now that I've seen this calming place, I understand. We can talk here without interruption. You may be wondering why one of your enemies from the Battle of Jiezhou has come to see you. I cannot blame you for being cautious. I visited you today because I'm interested in your way of life. Will you trust me even if I give you such a vague reason? I'm glad I could pique your interest. Now, let us speak a little more. When I saw you on the battlefield, I found the way that you fought most fascinating. My eyes were ceaselessly drawn to you. At the time, I could not understand why. It was only later that I found the answer within myself. I realized that you represent my ideal. Precisely. The one true answer to what I desire. I haven't been able to keep you out of my mind since that battle. And what's more, I have heard talk that you kneel before no leader. Forget General Gongsun San. You are not even in the service of Liu Bei. You were merely a guest of theirs. The revelation was such a shock that I was forced to reflect on my own life. You stand on the battlefield of your own volition. Why do you apologize? The only one who should be sorry is me for this sudden assault of admiration. I believe that all paths in my life will lead me to the field of battle. For it is there that I can express my ability to its fullest potential, snatching victory from the jaws of a brutal struggle. It is when close to death that I feel the certainty of life. I have no hesitation in this way of life. However, I had never considered the choice of not following someone else. Oh, how narrow-minded I have been. I don't think I can go on fighting much longer, now that I know. Is that what you think? You are a very fascinating person indeed. If you have no objections, I would like to get to know you better. Let us spend the night discussing our philosophies on aesthetics. Very good of you.
In spite of his looks, Lord Zhang Fei is actually really easy to get along with.
I need to keep death at bay just a little longer.
I spent everything I had.
I heard there's another big conflict over who will succeed Dong Zhuo.
I heard that every once in a while.
Stop right there. We don't let just anyone through to see Lord Cao Cao, you know? Hey, I remember you from Luoyang. Well, it sure has been a while. So, I had a bit of a falling out with Lord Xiang Mao. And when I didn't have a place to go, Xiahou Dun was kind enough to bring me here. Now, I'm even guarding our lord. A pretty big step up, wouldn't you say?
Dian Wei, let him through already. He's Cao Cao's guest.
Oh, is that right? Well, if our lord called for you, then I ought not get in your way. Now, come on in.
It's been a while. Thank you for heeding my request. Let me get right to the matter at hand. I'd like your help in fighting the Yellow Turbans once more.
You seem quite confident, but beware. This opponent won't be so easily dealt with. They have survived this long without their leader through constant pillaging.
They have a huge number of men in Qing province, and are now poised to launch a raid on Yin. As governor, my job is to eliminate any and all threats to this land.
As it happens, our lord was appointed to the post because the former governor, Liu Dai, was murdered by these Yellow Turbans from Qing. It has benefited us to have this territory as a base, but we cannot govern properly while such a threat lingers.
Right. And if those rebels were to launch a full-on invasion, the whole province would be devastated. We have heard reports that they don't even bring their own supplies. They rely almost entirely on looting.
So, they abandoned their fields because of war and poverty, and became marauders themselves. Perhaps their situation is an embodiment of the chaos of these times.
Do not think of them as mere rabble. They're an enemy willing to do anything. Treat them as such. They're unlike the Yellow Turbans we fought before. So keep your guard up.
Shall we begin? Mm-hmm. Nevertheless,
Okay.
now let's put this into action.
My might shall illuminate the path to victory.
Now go. The Yellow Turbans are an elite force born of chaos and tempered by battle. Do not underestimate them. Remnants though they may be.
The enemy officer has been the governor of the Yan province. The enemy officer has
We'll
been
deal with
defeated.
him as we did with his predecessor.
Now's the time.
Stand shoulder to shoulder. Overwhelm the foe with numbers. United we shall prevail.
Battles are not decided by numbers alone. Our wisdom and courage make each of us worth 10 of theirs.
Heavens,
The enemy officer
give us
has been
strength.
defeated.
Send us
Whoa.
warriors who know not death.
Whoa.
How's this?
Pitiful situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is a predicament. Soldiers immune to spear and blade.
Your skills are impressive. I have learned a lot from watching you.
Yeah.
It is quite the honor to have you at my side. Now, shall we go?
Looking rough. Looking rough.
Aren't you supposed to be on our side? Why are you picking a fight with us?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Well, I think they're talking to you.
They broke the spell that Zhangzhou gave us. But how?
It appears that resistance is futile.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whether you rely
territory
on numbers or
is
magic,
ours.
you are no match for us. Surrender quietly.
If an ally of Zhangzhou is here, then perhaps we can trust them.
We'll have more options if we control the high ground. We could drop rocks on them, for example.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We're evenly matched. Still, keep your guard up. Things are looking rough.
Take this.
I won't be able to take care of this all on my own.
The enemy officer
Are you
has been
ready,
defeated.
men? Then start the bombardment!
Rocks.
Pitiful
They're throwing rocks at
situation.
The
us.
enemy officer has been defeated.
Hey, over here! I knew you were coming, but I didn't think it would take that long.
The rocks are coming from over there. Come, men! We'll put a stop to this. Let's march! This ends here! Yeah!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
That's another enemy pounded into submission.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This is the perfect vantage point. Now, let your arrows rain down upon their heads!
Arrows! The sky is black with them!
Yeah!
We've seized the strategic points and now control the terrain. Do not falter. Hit them with all your might.
We fight to survive!
Let us
We
provide
steal
the
to survive! Not simply lay down and die! Let's march!
Let's go! Follow me, everyone!
Go!
The enemy officer
Defense now!
has been defeated.
We're at their mercy here. Come, men! We'll take back that position!
We march at once!
This ends here!
Aye, aye! Right!
The time is right. Go.
Right! All right!
If you please.
Whoa. Whoa.
Prepare to attack! We'll wipe out the lot of them!
They fight with such ferocity. It's not just their numbers that make them strong.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I can't believe this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Don't give up. We can still fight. Stand together, men, and we can prevail.
Whoa. Looking rough.
They still have fight left in them. We can't let them regroup.
It would do us well to join forces. Now, onwards!
Let's go.
Advance the march!
Pitiful situation.
We're tired
The enemy
of looting,
officer has
of
been
fighting,
defeated.
Of life itself. You're warriors, aren't you? Come, put us out of our misery.
Then surrender. You will not be treated unjustly.
Well, if you put it like that.
Die!
Ow!
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Go!
Yeah! Ha!
Amazing! You are a
The enemy
swift and
officer
deadly warrior.
has been defeated.
Let's give it to them. I
The
can't
enemy
believe
officer
this.
has been defeated.
Fight!
Let's
if
go.
we do not win here, there will be no tomorrow! Start the advance!
Together, we advance. Now, follow your leader. Begin the advance.
Time to go on the offensive. Get ready.
Everyone!
They're ferociously strong, and they fight without a modicum of fear.
Aye, aye!
Looking rough. Gotta be quicker than that.
All right! All right!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
The curtain draws here!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
We fight until our last breath!
Whoa.
Come!
Looking
Let
rough.
us rejoin our
Looking rough.
brethren!
Looking rough.
Most armies
The
crumble
enemy
once their
officer
leader is slain.
has been defeated.
But a leaderless army can prove surprisingly resilient.
It's just... we're starving out here. Please. We've had enough.
Then come over to my side. Pledge yourselves to me, Cao Cao.
You would help us? Really?
Looking rough.
How could I?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Yeah, this might do it.
This
Our morale
territory
is greater than
ours.
ever. No wonder they're no match for us.
Yeah!
The pitiful...
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Yeah!
This territory is ours.
Yeah!
Give it all you've got.
What perfect timing! We should attack now!
We'll provide
the
our support. If we don't fight,
Let's go.
everyone will
Yeah.
starve. Our children, our parents, everyone. That is why we fight and plunder, so we can live.
It is a terrible thing when a man is forced to live like a
Let's go.
beast rather than a man.
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
Now!
Now's the time.
Yeah!
Finish here.
Yeah!
I can't believe...
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Come Coming at ya! We give our all.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Even if we fall, our children and brethren will take up our weapons. It will not end as long as chaos grips the world.
What will you do with us, Cao Cao?
Do not be hasty for answers. Before I decide your fate, I ask you this. Why, and for what cause, did you take up arms?
Isn't that obvious? To survive. Not a single man is here simply for the love of the fight. But fighting and stealing in order to survive, that is all we have left.
How selfish. Do you not think of those you steal from?
What are you saying? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was you government officials who stole from us in the first place.
In times of strife like these, one cannot survive without taking from others. I suppose you have realized that as well. I have one more question for you, Yellow Turbans. Do you want to live?
What if we do? Are you planning to pardon us?
No. But we shan't kill you either. We have use for you in the new society we are trying to build.
A new society?
One in which we create, protect, and share, rather than live in this endless cycle of stealing. If you would like to see such a society, then join us. We will give you all something to live for. You have my word, as the one who defeated your leader, Zhang Jiao.
This is Puyang.
It's a well-maintained town. It's hard to believe 1 million people have just arrived. They have taken in the Yellow Turbans and reshaped them into the Qing militia. They remain a fighting force, but in peacetime, they mostly train and help in the fields. It's simple in theory, but they are dealing with huge numbers of people. In practice, it must take a lot of work.
Repairing buildings, distributing land ownership, enforcing the law.
To develop so much in such a short time.
Yes, it is quite astonishing. The fact that he managed to bring those wild bandits under his control, instead of executing them, it gives me hope that we will succeed in restoring order to this era of incessant chaos.
Yes. There are none who deserve our support more than Lord Cao Cao. The evil of Dongzhou had to be eliminated. But there was nothing I could do alone. Of course, I also spoke with Lord Wang Yun. But I lacked allies, and could not spur him into action.
Interesting. How talkative he is all of a sudden.
I think perhaps Lord Shunyo has had too much to drink.
Ah, so that's what's loosened his lips. But perhaps it's not such a bad thing. This is a chance for those serving Lord Cao Cao to get to know each other. Besides, it can be fun to watch such a taciturn man loosen up for once.
Only you could look so kindly on a drunken Lord Shunyo.
And that was when, despite all my efforts, we were captured by Dongzhou's troops. I have never felt such shame. For a moment there, I was ready to die. Luckily, a house guest of Wang Yun's came to my rescue. In fact, this man here looks just like... Huh. At once I feel sober. I never thought I would meet my savior like this.
Does this mean that you were the one who saved Lord Shunyo in Luoyang? Well, what an honor it is to meet you. I am Shunyu, a relative of Lord Shunyo. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I am Guojia. I only just met these two at the governor's castle. If you're here in Puyang, does that mean you've entered Lord Cao Cao's service? Oh, my apologies. I assumed that you were like us.
We are all drawn to Puyang because of Lord Cao Cao's reputation.
I hope we get the chance to fight side by side.
Do not take training lightly. It's idiots like you that end up dragging down their units, and by extension, the entire army. Do you think you can get through this with that lackadaisical attitude? Let me tell you, I'll have you court-martialed unless you shape up.
What? Surely that's going too far. I was only taking a moment's rest. Please, could you make Lord Eugene see sense? If we keep training this hard, it wouldn't surprise me if someone died.
You are the one that Lord Cao Cao summoned, aren't you? Well, if you have something to say, then say it. Being liked is all well and good, but if these men are not trained properly, the consequences will be dire. Lord Cao Cao has entrusted me with taking these men from Qin and turning them into proper soldiers. They have been in many battles, and yet have never had any real training. They have no understanding of strategy, procedure, or the underlying principles of war. That can only end in disaster. I suggest you also take care to train with sufficient diligence. That is, unless you wish to die a nobody.
So many people are after this land. What'll become of our lives here?
There's not a soul alive that hasn't heard of the rapid advance of Cao Cao's forces. I admire them,